Hey everybody, Orange Box here. I hope everybody's doing good. It's been quite a while since I've made a video, probably 10 to 11 months, but work has slowed down a little bit in the last couple of weeks. I'm hoping to have a little bit more time to make some more videos for you guys. Speaking of you guys, my subscribers and everybody else who's new to the channel, thanks for subscribing. I'd also like to thank all the people who are leaving comments for the folks that have watched the Virtual Machine Ubuntu video that are having trouble with the screen size and all that. So big shout out to you guys. Thanks. I guess to the point of this video, I have spent a little bit of money and got myself a nice little gadget to play around with. And it'll probably be the topic of a lot of videos on this channel to come. Anyway, let me show it to you. So here we go. This is what I got. I got a Raspberry Pi. It's the second edition Model B. So it's not the brand new Pi Zero, but I wanted to have a little bit more power and some more full-size USB ports and the full-size HDMI and all that good stuff. So I opted against the Zero, but I bought this kit. So you may not be able to see the full bottom of the box, but I'll lift it up in a second. Anyway, you'll see that this is the Model B project kit. It comes with a breadboard and some wires and some LED lights and some transistors and capacitors. Yeah, so I think in the future when I do some videos, we'll use this guy to do some fun circuits and see what we can come up with. Anyway, if I lift up the box a little bit so you can see the bottom, this guy right here is the Raspberry Pi board, and you can see the specs right there next to it. But yeah, so there's that, and I'll open that up here in just a minute. In addition to that, I got a couple of add-on boards that you can plug into the 40-pin. I'm trying to see if there's a picture of it. It doesn't look like it, so I'll just show you on here. This large vertical strip right here is a 40-pin. Oh, right here, 40-pin extended GPIO. So I bought a couple of boards that plug into that in addition to the Raspberry Pi. One of them, which I just think is really great, is the Raspberry Pi Sense hat. So this thing can sense all sorts of things. So it's got an accelerometer, a gyroscope, air pressure sensor, temperature and humidity sensor, and it has a small joystick. Anyway, so yeah, I think we'll have some fun with that. We'll figure out something to use it for. In addition to that, I don't think this is actually made by the Raspberry Pi people, but this is a 2.4-inch touch screen display for the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi Corporation actually came out with a 7-inch touch screen, and I wanted to get that, but it's out of stock. So I went with this instead. And in the future, if I need a bigger screen than this, I can buy the 7-inch one. Anyway, so I'll unbox this in a minute too and show you guys all that. I just need to grab the camera off of my makeshift camera tripod. I'll be right back. This is the project kit and everything that comes with it. You'll see that I've actually already opened the box, but that's just because I have one hand to hold the camera and the other hand to dig through this stuff with you. So here's what comes in the project kit. You get a 6-foot HDMI cable. I think we have 1,000 of those anyway. This little guy here is the power supply for the Pi, but I'm not going to go ahead and open that. That's just a plug. This guy here is a case if you want to use it for your Pi. However, I bought some of those hats that you saw earlier, the 2.4-inch display and the Sense hat. I don't think that you can add the hats and keep them in this case. So I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of this. But needless to say, we got it. Here's a package of the LED lights and the transistors and a couple of buttons and some capacitors, which you use with the breadboard. This here is an 8 gigabyte micro SD card, which comes, as you can read there, probably pre-installed with Noobs for the Raspberry Pi, which is a operating system. I will probably go through several different things and try out different things using Windows and using the Ubuntu for the Pi operating system, and I don't know, we'll just try out a bunch of different stuff. Here's just a big package of wires to use with the breadboard. So, yeah. Here's the breadboard itself. What does that say? The solderless breadboard. So, yeah, that'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to using some of this and seeing what we can do. This is a extension cable for the breadboard that you plug in. It uses that 40-pin deal like the hats do. This is a USB Wi-Fi adapter so that I can get my Pi on the network. This is the Raspberry Pi itself, which I'll unbox here in a minute. It looks like there's just some stickers, and probably the user guide explains how to install the operating system and all that stuff and get everything set up. Now, I think I'm going to need to pause the video and use two hands and then show you the result. Okay, so here is the Raspberry Pi. And for those of you that don't know, this is literally just a credit card sized computer. It's pretty bare bones, but a lot of people are using it for fun little projects, and a lot of parents buy it for their kids to do introductory programming, which I plan on doing some videos on that kind of stuff too. Anyhow, I don't know that I'm going to go into huge detail with all this stuff. I think probably most of the viewers on here know what most of this stuff is. But we can take a look at this more in depth if you guys want in the future. So there's that. Moving on, here is the 2.4-inch display. Again, I opened this box because I'm essentially one-handed right now. But let me pull this thing out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to break it all. They got that in there tight. So, as you can see, this is the 2.4-inch touchscreen display. And I guess there's really not a whole lot to say about it. But in case you don't understand what the 40-pin thing is, it would snap right into those 40 pins on the Raspberry Pi. So it would plug in right like that, and your touch screen display would be heads up. So there's that little guy. And then this is the Sense hat. So there's an 8x8 array of, I think they're LED lights. That's what those white blocks are. And then if I can get this guy to focus, I can't get it to focus. But I was going to show you where all the temperature and humidity sensors and everything are at. But again, this 40-pin guy just plugs right into there. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to do this evening. I don't think I'm going to go through and do a video that shows how to install the operating system. Unless you guys really want to see that, let me know in the comments and I can make a video to do that. Otherwise, it's for those of you that actually have a Pi. I'm guessing that it's probably in that user's guide, but I'm not sure. And I don't know if you get a user's guide if you just buy the Pi board or not. Maybe that's just part of this kit. I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There wasn't much to it. I wanted to kind of make it a little channel update too and let you know that I will be making some videos here in the future. So anyhow, I guess I'll sign off and see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and subscribing and everything else that you guys are doing, and talk to you soon.